Hello PCCS parents and students. I'm Jennifer Purdy, Head of School at Piedmont. I want to welcome you to orientation for the 2014-2015 school year. It is an honor and a privilege to work at Piedmont. I am so grateful that you have chosen Piedmont to educate your children. From the bottom of my heart, I want you to know that we love your children. We take very seriously our responsibility to provide a high-quality educational experience. Each administrator and teacher is committed to building good relationships with you and your child. Please use email as much as possible to stay in contact with your child's teacher. Students, I want to encourage you to commit to having a good relationship with your teachers. Just like your parents, they want you to succeed this year. It is our goal that you make a year's worth of growth or more this year on the end-of-year assessments. This means we will have high expectations for you, and we expect you to work hard. Parents, it is very important that we view ourselves as a team that is working together to teach your children academic and life skills that will prepare them for college and a successful career. The staff at Piedmont is here to walk beside you through this journey. I want to encourage you to pick up your parent portal username and password so you can check your students' grades and update your contact information online. To stay up to date on news and events, please go to our webpage, www.pccharter.org, or if you are on Facebook, you might want to like our page. Please make sure your child's teacher has your email address so we can have multiple ways to communicate with you. Miss Friend, Mrs. White, and I are only a phone call or email away if you need assistance. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Hi, I'm Holly White, your elementary director.
And I'm Sheila Richards, your assistant director.
And together, as your administrative team here at Piedmont Community Charter School,
our main priorities are the education and safety of all of the children here at Piedmont. Kindergarten parents, you may walk your children to their rooms the first 2 days of school only.
Starting on Wednesday, please make sure you are following the traffic pattern and dropping your children off in the back lot.
Parents, after you've dropped your child off, if there is anything you have that needs to be delivered to the classroom, please bring it through the front office.
If you are planning on staying in the building, please make sure you have your driver's license so that we can scan it through the lobby guard. This will apply for reasons such as coming in to volunteer, chaperoning on a field trip, having lunch with your children, or even if you come for a conference. Many of you already know the importance of the first 20 days of school. For those of you who don't, I'd like to share some important information with you. The first 20 days of school is how our school receives its funding, with the most important day being that very first day of school. Please plan all doctor visits and trips outside of the first 20 days of school. This is so important because this is how we receive our funding.
Morning drop-off begins at 7:30. Our instructional hours are 8 a.m. to 2:45.
For those of you who have children at both campuses, we will open our main front doors at 7:15 a.m. Please notice the following in this morning drop-off video. The students you are about to see are in dress code bottoms, dress code tops, and they both have on their closed-toed shoes with their shirts tucked in neatly. They are prepared for their instructional day by having all of their supplies, their lunch, and they are walking properly and on time into the school building. Having a smile on their face is a sign that PCCS is a great place to be. Good morning, Sheila.
Good morning, Miss White.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I love your dress code today. I love how you're in a red polo shirt, tucked in with your navy bottoms and closed-toed shoes.
Thank you, and I have my lunch.
Wonderful, so you don't have to worry about not having one today.
No, ma'am.
Do you have your book bag?
I do have my book bag.
All of your supplies?
All of my supplies.
How about your laptop?
It's charged in my backpack.
Is it in a padded case?
Yes.
Wonderful, that's exactly how they should be.
Oh, and Miss White, I'm going home today with my younger cousin.
So that means you'll be picked up in the back lot today,
Yes,
not in the front lot?
Yes, ma'am, out there.
Wonderful, okay. Did your mom send a note into the teacher or an email?
She emailed yesterday.
Okay, that's great, that's very important.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
When you are dropping off your children for school, please make sure they arrive early enough so they are in their classrooms before the 8 a.m. bell. If they aren't, they are considered tardy. For safety reasons, if you will be tardy, your parents must walk you in, sign you in, while you walk to class. In your orientation packet, you will find a copy of our traffic pattern that was created by the Gastonia Police Department. Notice the way the cars are traveling. If you are being dropped off or picked up in the front or the back, everyone follows the exact same traffic pattern. This is for the safety of everyone.
During dismissal, it is very important for you to remain in your vehicles while following the traffic pattern. For those of you who need to walk up to pick up your children, please make sure you wait until they are all seated outside and you communicate with the teacher that you are leaving with your child. This is just for the safety of everyone.
It's 6:30. Time for Mrs. White's Sunday night phone call. Hello?
Good evening, Patriot families. This is Mrs. White calling with your Sunday night phone call.
Every Sunday night throughout the school year at 6:30 p.m., your phone will ring with a message from myself, Mrs. White, with all of your upcoming information that you would need to know. If you have children at the secondary campus, you will receive a phone call from Mrs. Friend at 7 o'clock p.m. Please listen to them both as they contain different information.
So, Mrs. Richards, some families may be wondering, what is the difference between the Common Core State Standards and Core Knowledge?
Core Knowledge is the curriculum we use here at Piedmont to incorporate our state standards. And it is more rigorous than the state standards from North Carolina.
What do you mean more rigorous? What are they learning in kindergarten, say?
Well, generally the Core Knowledge curriculum is 3 years more advanced than a traditional public school. Kindergartners are learning about weather and seasons, and they're using their CKLA program to incorporate a lot of the science and social studies.
Are they doing that now in first grade as well this year?
First grade is we have adopted the first grade CKLA program, so our kindergartners last year have rotated up to it this year.
I cannot wait to see all the amazing things that will come this year. Some parents have asked me, what is spiraling? We talk about Core Knowledge spiraling. What does that mean?
Spiraling means they're introduced in the lower grades to a topic, such as, for instance, astronomy in first grade, and then they'll hit it again when they get to third grade, and then they'll hit it again when they get to sixth grade, building that rich foundation of that concept.
And I think one of the greatest things that we have here at Piedmont that deals with Core Knowledge is that each grade level celebrates their Core Knowledge, and we have their Core Knowledge nights where they put that performance on, celebrating and sharing everything that they have learned.
And just from this past year, the kids are really excited to show what they have learned.
Thank you. Mack Testing is measuring academic progress, and it's a digital assessment program that we use through NWEA. We have 3 tests that we give 3 times each year for grades 2 through 8. We have the reading test, the language usage test, and we also have a math test.
What do teachers do with the results?
Well, they're able to measure growth, and we calculate growth from the fall through the spring. And once those results are populated into the system after each test, Compass lessons are automatically assigned on the computer.
When can the children do Compass lessons?
They can do those lessons at any time. They can do them in the summer, they can do them while they're at school, and they can even do them after school.
The remainder of this video will summarize the contents of your orientation packet. Some need to be signed and returned, others you keep at home for your reference. Our yellow cards are extremely important when it comes to treating your students, especially with allergies. Please complete the front and back, top and bottom for each child you have at Piedmont. This is the traffic pattern created by the Gastonia Police Department. Please make sure you follow the arrows in the morning and in the afternoon. Grades K through 2 are picked up and dropped off in the back, 3-5 in the front. However, if you are a 3-5 student with a K2 sibling, you are all dropped off and picked up in the back. For faster afternoon pickup, please make sure your child's name, grade, and teacher is displayed in your car window. Here is the 14-15 school year calendar. This blue form is the photographic videotaping opt-out form. When you fill it out and send it back in, it tells us that you are choosing to not have your child photographed or videotaped, but this includes not appearing in the yearbook this year. This is your transportation form. This tells us how your child gets to and from school, whether they're a car rider, van rider, or they're walking. If they are walking, please complete this release of responsibility that tells us where they walk to and from each day. Here is the Student Code of Conduct for students at Piedmont. We expect great behavior and for these expectations to be followed. Here is our bullying, teasing, and harassment policy. We do not tolerate such behavior. Here is the dress code for the elementary. Remember, the elementary dress code differs from the middle and high school, so save that for your reference. Here is our administering medications policy, our guidelines for returning to school after your child has an illness, your student, parent, teacher expectations so that we all have a successful school year. We have a no smoking policy. Here's our arrival, tardiness, and attendance policy, and a form for you to read for if you decide to become a chaperone on a field trip. Grades 4 through 5 have student lockers without locks, but please complete that form, and then the form explaining the importance of the first 20 days of school. Thank you very much, and we hope you've enjoyed this year's orientation video. If you are in grades 3 through 5, please stay seated for the digital orientation. Welcome to the PCCS CFA Digital Orientation video. This video will explain a few items of importance regarding our digital conversion. Digital learning allows education to become more individualized, to learn and advance at students' own pace by having technology at their fingertips. We complete Mack Testing, state testing, and other assessments on our Apple computers, along with online material for our curriculum. Students in grades 4 through 12 are able to take their laptops home once the form is signed and the $100 fee is paid. Third graders must sign the form but are exempt from paying the fee because their laptops remain in their classroom on a laptop cart. It is extremely important for your child to care for and protect their laptops and chargers at home and while at school. Please watch the following clip to see how you need to store your laptop. You will also see how to wrap your charger cord. It is extremely important to only store your laptop in its case. Other items may damage the laptop. This video will demonstrate how you should store your laptop in its padded case, and the safest way to wrap up your charging cord. And remember to place both items in your book bag and not in the same case. It is also important not to place your earbuds, headphones, pens, pencils, or any other items in your laptop case because it could damage it. It is important to make sure no one else uses the laptop or charger that is assigned to your child because they are responsible for it. If you or your child notices any damage to the computer, such as cracks in the screen, missing keys, the trackpad is not working, or other issues, it is important to report it to the help desk as soon as possible for these issues to be resolved. Remember, by signing the agreement, you are accepting all responsibility for damage just as you would with other school property. Damages may range anywhere from $1 to $700 or more. Your $100 fee only covers Tier 1 damage. Please refer to the Parent-Student Handbook for more details. An administrator will contact you once your child reports the damage to our help desk to inform you of any fees. Consequences that are listed in the behavior rubric include, but are not limited to, warning, student suspension, and/or permanent suspension of computer privileges. We need your help at home. Please make sure you are supervising your children when they are using their technology. This includes when they are doing their homework and when they are searching the internet for their homework. Supervision is the key to ensuring they are using the technology for its intended purpose, and that is their education. Our filter only works when students are connected to our network. It does not apply when they are connected at home or to other internet providers. No altering of the device should take place. This includes downloading images, changing the desktop background, and/or downloading systems to bypass our server. Disciplinary action may take place when these situations occur. We appreciate all that you do to support us in advancing your child's education here at PCCS. Thank you.